Alright, here we are. I'm assuming everything should be working fine. It's not gone live yet. That's weird. No, it is live. Yeah, it's working. Alright, good. Actually, the second goal went in just as I started watching. Hello, 69420. Whatever Essendon need in this game, it's not going to happen. I mean, I said it before. And I fully expect a Collingwood win. Oh, I see Twing Willy's on the bench. That's good. Excuse me. Haven't seen Tipping Willy in ages. It's good to see him back, even if it's for now. Yeah, that was shocking news when I heard yesterday about Bray Wyatt. Puts life into perspective. Well, how much Essendon need to win by? Too many. It's not gonna happen. Essendon probably need to win by 5 points. Wish there's a Lions fan in there. I'm curious to know, would they rather play Port Adelaide or Melbourne? If they were to choose. I'm just curious. Because theoretically, if Collingwood lost this, then the Lions could be first. That's why I'm curious. Excuse me. Can I stream cards with Adobe? Yes. If I wake up early enough, yeah, sure. How quickly do they announce the finals picture, by the way? As soon as it's announced, I gotta look at potential tickets. There you go. My check. We're talking about Essendon possibly winning. They're not even scored a goal yet. Huge ramifications. Would have been even huger if the umpires at Adelaide weren't so idiotic. As soon as the game round finishes. But how quickly are we talking? Are we talking an hour? A minute? 2 seconds? What are we talking? Excuse me. Tipping Woody's warming up. Welcome to the stream, Mask. I don't think I said welcome to Mr. Cat either. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Cat. That's a very late one. Go on, Kyle. Nope. That's not it, Kyle. retract my apology when I excuse me, retract my apology when I apologise for saying the Dogs were the weakest team in the 8. Did I actually say that they were the weakest team in the 8? They come just now, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
If I'm up, come, I can go to them and come, yeah?
Yeah. Perfect. If I said that, maybe I did say that because I mean I said Essendon were the best team outside of the top 4, which is also wrong. I should apologise for that. I also said I would swap the Bulldogs for Adelaide. So I guess technically I was saying that. I was actually saying, yeah, to be fair. But the thing is, right, they're not even in the 8, so you know. Tipping Woody is on. Is it just me or is it put on some weight? Not that I can talk. Big call, Collingwood to go out in straight sets. It won't make the list because first of all, I don't check live stream comments for this list thing, so it's you get lucky if that happens. Can happen though, it's possible. You never know. I didn't realise that Collingwood would not sign up the minor premiership. You said they had in tipping. Well, at the moment they are. I just couldn't see them losing to Essendon, considering Essendon's form. And if they did lose, at worst they'd be second. The Lions have to win their game, which they could for sure. Excuse me. I'm just counting up literally what I just got delivered just now was my cash for Australia. Very important, guys. Well, the most things will be card anyway, but one of the places I'm going, you need cash. I've ordered less than I did last year, though. Collingwood lose this game, there's no doubt. They win. They play Melbourne a neutral game. They lose their host Port at the MCG. With massive home ground advantage. Why would they win? But okay, yeah, you got a slight point there, but I don't think they lose on purpose just for that. Top 3 will be Geelong, Collingwood, Richmond, some of David's favourite teams. Right, okay then. Be surprised they even showed up. Just forfeit. What's the score if you forfeit an AFL game? Has that ever happened before? If it happened in our sport, it'd be a 3-0 loss. No one gets any goal stats. You just get a score of 3. Sam Widerman. With kicking like that, Collingwood never going to lose this game. Who would Brisbane rather face? That's the real question. Would they rather face, Melbourne or Port Adelaide? Who's their preferred home final? I would prefer Port Adelaide because obviously they haven't played there. Port haven't played there this season, so I'd like to see that match. But what would Brisbane want? What's easier for Brisbane? I said Adelaide would be the risers next year. Who will be the sliders of next year? That's actually a very good question. Let me have a look. Is it cheating to say St Kilda? I feel like they might slide down quite a lot next year. I could be wrong. This final round fixture disaster. See, it would have been less of a disaster if Adelaide got their goal, because then Adelaide would have been 9th right now, and Geelong would have been still in the running. So there would have been more stakes with this game. Because then Essendon, if they won, they would have been in the 8, because Sydney would be, dropping down, and chaos would have ensued. Essendon would win and be like hoping every other team lost. Instead, Essendon could win by like 50 and still not be in the 8. I don't know what percentage they need, but it's way too much. Elliot, that's goal number 7, I think. Yeah, it is. Anyone still think Essendon are going to win this game? They can't even score a goal, bruv. Do I think they ever should get sacked? What do you think? It's I mean, I can understand if they wanted to sack him. It's almost quarter time. Time goes way too quick. What did I tip for Carlton GWS? I tip Carlton. Okay, I'll stick with that. Apparently one of the assistant coaches said that Bevo has no chance of leaving the Dogs until 2025. Wow. South Victoria is a disgrace. Geelong have just given up and dropped basically the entire team. Have they? What's their lineup? On the Siren. He can't play on from the angle. Goal number 8. Anyone still think Collingwood are losing this game? As if I woke up for this, man. I've been grinding videos the past few days. It took like flipping 8 hours to make those stupid idiot videos on Sunday. I've been streaming on Twitch, finishing my F1 Season 1 game, and now and then last night I was working on a second channel video. And then I wake up and I'm seeing Essendon just get smashed by 47 points. At least give me something close, mates. The Dogs are going to win by 150 points, dooming the Giants to miss the 8. Don't have to win by that much, to be fair, but obviously big margin definitely helps. Out, Mitch Duncan, suspension, Balagalea hamstring, close ankle, Cameron joint, Hawkins hamstring, so and Bruin injured, and Tui as well, sub. The Bulldogs might have a chance here. Do I change my tip? I never do usually after I've locked it in the video. What do you think for next year? I might do my tipping videos as shorts and then do a second video talking about it. I don't know. I think that might be a good idea. I see a lot of sheep. Thought in Wales for a second. If I did one last week, all those players would be playing. And have a chance at certainties. The coach even said they're not playing because John can't make finals. Oh, really? Still can't believe you said Sydney would not win another game after they lost to Richmond. Of course, they've not lost a game since. Yeah, Mr. Cat, you said Sydney wouldn't win again, and Mars said Saints wouldn't win again. So everyone's taking an L here. You change your tip to Sydney? I already tipped Sydney. No, actually, no, I didn't. I tipped Melbourne. Never mind. What risk did I take then? North Melbourne. Okay. For some reason, I thought I tipped Sydney. I didn't. I could change it, but I like to lock it in. Give me a sec. I'm still here. Just getting the water. Which is right in this room, actually. You tip North, change it to Gold Coast, and tip Sydney. Dangerfield Stewart going to be a VFL team against the Dogs. If Northern don't win another game, people still in the gauntlet soon off Melbourne, not being rubbish. If one of the gauntlet loses in the same round, everyone splits the prize. Yup. How many are still in the gauntlet? $85,000 apparently. Is that correct, or is that when I got eliminated? No, it says no. Sorry, it says players remaining 0. What's that about? Why did it say that? On the website, it says in the gauntlet, players remaining 0, and then players remaining in minimum 5 is 38. That minimum 5 is going strong. Don't know why it says 0. I'm sure there's some people still in it. I'm just looking at teams I had left in the gauntlet. I had these two teams left in the gauntlet when I got eliminated. I had Geelong left. I had Western Bulldogs left. I had the Giants on a win streak left. And then Sydney and Melbourne. And I had West Coast who won a couple of games. And I had the Lions. I had Brisbane Lions as well. What could have been. I think it's actually 85,000 people entered, so I don't know how many are left. Why don't I get to cats? For a start, I prefer dogs, and second, it's a lot of money. Plus, I wouldn't have one in here, but everything goes to plan. I want to get my own place in 2025. Don't know where that would be. I might move out of London because it's very expensive here. I want to move somewhere in England that I can still get a train to London to watch Arsenal games. I'm looking into that, and I'm definitely going to rent. Not buying in this flipping economy here. It's bloody long. But when I do get my own place, everything gets in order, I'd definitely consider getting a dog. Just seems long having a pet, especially in England. You buy the pet, and then you got to obviously look after it, feed it. It's a lot of responsibility. You got to train it, pick up its damn excrement. Then there's the medical side of it. If you want to get pet insurance, it's expensive. If you don't get pet insurance, then if something happens, then you're screwed because you pay a lot of money. What do I mean cats are free? What are you talking about cats are free? You talk about just get a stray cat off the street. Unless you mean like one of those places where you just adopt one of those abandoned ones that you see in movies. Oh, that's a good goal from Elliot. There's no contest at the moment here. Probably a good time to share the stream out, actually. Always bloody forgetting to do that. The human society shelter is given away for free. It still costs to look after one though, even if you don't have to, even if you don't actually buy the cat yourself. There's still all the food and medical expenses. It's just a lot of responsibility, which is the same for a dog. Obviously, it's not like any different. But the point is, I am not ready for a pet yet. Not financially, and I certainly don't have time for a pet at the moment. I would hate to have a pet that I just ignore. That's just like, then what's the point of having a pet? Musk was like, these puns, Mr. Cat. I'm not sure I appreciate them. What about a pet fish? That's not as bad, in fairness. We'd have to find out a place to put it, because it seems like every table in this house, everything falls off it. Little pet goldfish just running around, just swimming around little tank. They probably don't even know who you are. Or a pet bird. Some, excuse me. Some pet birds like cockatoos live over 100 years. You think I should have a pet cockatoo in my flat? So when I die, what happens? Does someone adopt it as well, or what? I've seen the videos of where the vets perform surgery on the goldfishes. I have not. Stand, Tom. Yeah, definitely umpire. Cutting off their tumours, patching them up alive and well. Not sure I want to watch that. Sounds kind of graphic. Merit. It's another miss. Of course it is. It always is. Everybody Essendon kick so far. He just goes wide from behind. Elliot couldn't get through. Almost another Collingwood goal. There might still be. 10 goals to 0. What a hugely competitive game this is. Who are these people having in the crowd? It's just mostly Essendon fans. They're all smiling. Excuse me. Brisbane in 2018 took 81 minutes to score their first goal against Richmond. Cheers, Jeff. Have I watched Invincible? Yes, I have. It's good stuff. That train scene was horrifying. Another one. What's going to happen first then, coming out with season 2? Or Essendon scoring their first goal. Essendon, unless Invincible's coming out today, which is not, I think Essendon will at least get one goal at some point. There's no way they're in the whole game without scoring. I refuse to believe it. You can already hear the Collingwood. Oh, I really hope I can get a ticket for a Collingwood game, man. Finals week 1, bro. It would be a huge W if I can get a Collingwood game and a Brisbane game. That would be unreal. I'm checking my flight into Melbourne. I'm checking the flight number and I'm seeing its flight history. The most recent one was 25 minutes late. Ooh, that's dodgy there. Pretty much, when I land in Melbourne, I got 3 hours to get on a second plane to somewhere else. Which should be enough time, but you know, if there's delays, that makes it complicated. Because obviously I got to clear customs, get my suitcase, walk to another terminal, and then yeah, check in my suitcase again. But I emailed Qantas and they said like half an hour before the flight you can drop your baggage at the latest. So it's I should be able to. As long as the flight is delayed by like 2 hours, I'll be alright. Who cares about St Kilda? St Kilda fans probably. What can firemen do to the North Melbourne can't? Don't know, mate. What can firemen do to North Melbourne can't? Collingwood cards and Brisbane games. Yeah. Right now there's only one interstate game, so it won't be on a Thursday. If there's more than one, then cancel that flight and get one to Brisbane. I gotta get the ticket first as well. That's another thing. Answer, climb up the ladder. Answer, climb up the ladder. Haha! Well done, Mr. Katz. Wow. What can firemen do that North Melbourne can't? Climb up the ladder. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Round of applause for Mr. Katz. What a great joke. Ridiculous. not even a joke, it's the truth. None of them have been stuck in last place. They've been stuck in last place for a week, mate. What do you mean? They've been second last this whole time. But they've not climbed up, that is also true. On Sunday, if Sydney or GWS end up in 5th or 6th, then book a flight from Alice Springs to Brisbane to Sydney. Well, first of all, I'll be going to Cairns first. But after, I got a flight from Cairns to Melbourne on the day of the Thursday game. So then I figure out from there. There should be a Melbourne game on Thursday anyway, as things stand. And we can think about where to fly. The Dons have a mark. They're going to get a goal, guys. Only took almost half the game. Wow. Goal for Essendon. Some Essendon fans are very happy with that goal. Not like they've been 18 players 2021 and 2022. What? West Coast were bottom last year. What are you talking about? Or were they not? Oh no, North were bottom. Okay. Damn, I thought West Coast were bottom last year. Never mind. Oh, that's funny. Has anyone three-peated the spoon before? This is the comeback, is it? Oh boy. They need the greatest third quarter of all time to come back from this, mate. Mr. Cat, how many cats do you have? Who knows? Pussy 1008, yeah, I don't believe you, mates. You have at least 76,000. Okay, mate. Where on earth do you live, mate? Ballarat Oval. What's going on? Go for Essendon. Yes. 53 points, guys. It looks better now. There's like 100 players from here to Brisbane on Thursday, so no problems there. Surely Brisbane won't play on Thursday. I'm very confused at who Mr. Cat is talking to. 26 points a quarter. Can Essendon do that? Not sure, mate. Might be less than that if they get a goal from this. I'm very confused at what Mr. Cat's talking about. He also said "your." He used the wrong "your" in the same message. He called someone stupid. It's just like you couldn't make it up. Like there's two words called "your" and they're two different words with two different meanings. Well, what he said is that someone owns a hothead, so I don't understand. He said "your hothead," but like he's not saying you are a hothead. He's saying your hothead, as in like someone owns a hothead. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a hothead is and how you can own it, but yeah. Why am I covering up my card barcode? Front race in Belgium. Which card? The one that got in the race. Oh, because that one you can get a refund from the credits you don't use. Unless you mean my ticket. My ticket was on my phone. So yeah, I assume you mean the car. Yeah. But then like I only had like 0.5 credits left, which is like I don't know what that was in euros. So I was like, okay, No mind covering up then. I do that all the time because it's really inconvenient to type. That sounds like an excuse to me. What you basically said is, I don't want to speak English because I can't be asked. That's like me saying, I typed Collingwood because I don't want to type Collingwood, it's too long. It's like me typing West Bulldogs because it just inconveniences me to type in Western Bulldogs. The name's too long. Was the credit system mandatory? Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, so everything you buy there is with credits. He almost missed my check, but on the siren, he gets a goal. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. I need to take a shower because I'm working today. I shall be back, hopefully on time.
Give me a second, I'm here.
Alright.
I got here just as the bounce went off, so very good timing. Hello Ethan, welcome. Hello Mark, welcome. That just proves you're on a touch typer. Your ring finger all the way to apostrophe button is inconvenient. First of all, what phone do you have? Unless you have a phone that's like 15 years old, you type in the letters, it will autocorrect you for a start. Unless your phone's outdated. Like, what do you have, a Nokia? And then, second thing, you can literally just type in R-O-U-R-E, and that would still make more sense than just Y-O-U-R. What do you mean, mate? Come to Australia next week. Yeah, I'm coming to Australia next week. I'm going to be going to Northern Territory first, then I'm going to Queensland, and then I'm going to Melbourne for the finals. Good job actually setting a seat at the racetrack. You can see more of the 10% of the track. First of all, we got screens through the whole race. Second, we F1 fans know that we can't see the whole track when we attend races. But like part of the excitement of it is hearing the actual cars go by. Easy for me to say. What are you talking about? You're not having on a phone for one. You're typing on a keyboard, and for someone like you who probably looks at the keyboard when typing. But I don't look at the keyboard when typing. You don't. You're telling me you can't type one letter. What you're telling me is you have an excuse for. You have an excuse. Basically, you didn't know the difference between your and your, so you came up with you made up a complete excuse. You made up a reason to. All right, how can I make up a reason to defend myself here for not knowing the right word? Oh yeah, I'll make up some random rubbish about this and that. Not really an excuse, mate. You can type the word without the apostrophe. It will still make sense. What you're basically saying is, I am too lazy to type the word E, which makes no sense. In other words, you don't know the word. So, we'll just leave it there. There's a point for Collingwood.
60 points.
Can Essendon do 30 points a quarter? 30 points gained in the quarter, unanswered. Per quarter. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. But the behind was taken away, but still. Still 30 points a quarter to win the game. Man said he types really fast and mistakes make like that. What are you talking about? 99% of your messages make sense. You're telling me it's one word is wrong, and suddenly, that's he's even deleted his statement because he can't, he's retracted it because he's just like, okay, that lie is just too much. I've done too much here. Let me backtrack and make up a new story. Yeah, sure you did, mate. Sure you did. What was that kick from the guy? This quarter needs more. Needs more goals. That's what it needs. More goals to which side? At this point, does it matter? I guess maybe Essendon. We'll give them a few pity goals. Okay, we got a good player from Essendon. Let's see what they do. Behind. Final scoreline prediction 130-58, 81-point victory. That could work. Friday night shift in Brisbane v St Kilda. That would have been a good idea, yes. I guess AFL imagined that this game would have bigger stakes. But then again, they announced it quite late, didn't they? Hello, Captain F. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Excuse me. Carl Langford. Behind. That sounds like Essendon's kicking today. Going to any AFL games this year? Well, if I get a ticket, sure. That's the whole point. I'm coming next week. I'm going for the finals week 1. You see, Mr. Cat, if you've been here long enough, you would have seen The Rule of Stupid Idiot, which is a video I made. Trying to get on the list is not how you get on the list. That defeats the whole purpose of the list. Ideally, I'd want to get, I said earlier, but like, obviously I want to get all 4 games. That would be amazing. But like, if I could just choose like 1 or 2, I would want Collingwood and Brisbane. That would be ideal. Or at least one of those would be something else. Go Collingwood. You did explain that, yeah, you did earlier. Often being winless, though, is a good prediction. Will it? People thought we'd be last this year, and look what happened. We'll be better next year than this year. We are lost. North and West Coast are so bad it don't count. Okay, mates. lot of VFL teams are on the wrong ladder by mistake. Don't know what you mean, mate. West Coast are an awful team. Got him! (2024) predictions: Captain LF, Brisbane first, GWS second, Carlton third, Collingwood fourth, Bulldogs fifth, Hawthorn seventh, Port eighth. Why is there only who's sixth then? So you got Brisbane first, GWS second, Carlton third, Collingwood fourth, Bulldogs fifth, Hawthorn seventh, Port Adelaide eighth. Yeah, who's sixth? Sixth Richmond. Okay. So you're saying no Geelong again for the second year in a row? That would be quite crazy. Collingwood finished first, Melbourne beat them, then get Collingwood Carlton in the semi-finals. Can you imagine? Melbourne 6. Oh, you missed out Melbourne as well. I'm just surprised you put Hawthorn in there. How even as a Hawthorn fan, I can't back that. How you put Hawthorn in the 8? Carlton ain't winning a final. What do you mean? If Carlton play one of the Sydney teams, they'll win. If they play St Kilda, they'll win. In week 1, I think they will. You see Hawthorn improving massive next year. I still can't see an 8 finish though. I can see like maybe a couple of positions higher, but I don't see 8. Carlton's final inexperience will cost them a win. That's not always a factor though. Look at Fremantle last year. What experience did they have in the past 10 years? They had what, a couple final series? And that was when they reached grand final and prelim. Post for Langford. Again, sums up Essendon's kicking today. I look at Fremantle today. Of course, but I mean, like, in terms of like winning a finals game, experience isn't everything, as proven by Fremantle last year. And when you consider they were like 40 points down as well on top of that, with no experience. Playing the Bulldogs doesn't count. No, that was a very impressive win, man. They were so many points down to win that game. That was incredible. And the Bulldogs have a lot of finals experience. A lot. So for Fremantle to do that with no experience against that Dogs team, it's pretty impressive. Carlton beat Bulldogs 100 points. You reckon the Bulldogs make the 8, yeah? No Giants? That's possible, to be fair. I need to see a team that hasn't won it before. Who hasn't won it before? Gold Coast. Because everyone in the 8 has won it once, at least. St Kilda have won it. No, actually, no, the Giants. Sorry, the Giants haven't won it. Who hasn't won a flag then? We got the Giants, we got Fremantle, Gold Coast. Yeah, is that it? What, 3 teams have won the flag? Including VFL, I mean, by the way. Behind for Essendon? I just would love more behinds. They're going to have goals. It's not there yet, but they might get there. Your prediction: first Melbourne, second Carlton. You see, if I said that, you guys will call me Carlton fan. Third GWS, fourth Collingwood. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Geelong fifth, Port Adelaide sixth, Adelaide seventh, Bulldogs eighth. Okay, that could work. That could work. It's certainly the better one of the two I've seen. Gold Coast, GWS, Fremantle. Yep. That's it. Why are Freo such a joke? Only team without a flag. What do you mean? There's 3 teams without a flag. And they weren't far off, you know. Unfortunately for them, they're up against a three-peating Hawthorn, but they lost the grand final, they lost the prelim. Unfortunately for them, Surioli turned up in the prelim. He did more than turn up. Funny, last year you went to every game I went to and we didn't see each other. Last year was a great vibe, man. I'm so glad I did that trip. It was just like, it's unforgettable. First game, Melbourne Collingwood, and it was a ripper of a game. The second day, fly out to Tasmania, watch Hawthorn for the first time against Gold Coast. I almost missed my flight because I was so tired at the airport. Another Hawks fan woke me up when it was boarding time. And then I fell asleep on the plane. Someone woke me up. I blacked out. I say blacked out. I didn't collapse. I fell asleep on the plane, right? On takeoff, right? I woke up to an empty plane and some marshal waking me up like, you got to get off the plane, mate. I'm just like, really? I was that tired. But it was worth it. And then the next day, I got enough sleep. I saw the biggest crocodile I've ever seen, first of all. Then I watched North Melbourne, Sydney. Saw Buddy score some goals. That was fun. Then I did 5 games the following week, mate. I did Melbourne, Carlton. What a game that was. And then 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. What did I do? Sunday was Hawthorn getting smashed by Richmond, and then Essendon getting smashed by Port Adelaide. And Saturday was... what was Saturday? Wait, Saturday was Carlton Melbourne, was it? And then, Carlton Melbourne, sorry, that was on Saturday. And Western Bulldogs GWS. Was it GWS? I think it was... I've forgotten now. I was on TV on that game, the Western Bulldogs game, round 22 last year. I was in row 1. And Friday night was St Kilda Brisbane, where I was with the Brisbane cheer squad that day. You get a bunch of free tickets because you're an MCG member. Oh yeah, that's awesome. What if my plane crashes? My word, mate, that's a bit dark. Which was an Hawthorn game last year. That was not fun, that one. So there's only 4 teams I haven't watched, which is pretty mad. I watched 14 teams within 2 weeks. Adelaide, Geelong, West Coast, Freo. Is that a high tackle? It is a high tackle. You can't really complain there. It's a high tackle. It's clear as day. Has Richard ever taken hold of Collingwood and Geelong as his favourite team? No. No, they haven't. I also dislike Gold Coast more than Richmond. And North Melbourne. I'd also put Essendon below Richmond as well. And GWS. I don't like them, to be honest. What a goal that was. There's a reaction talk from Richmond. As I said, I want to do it, but I haven't had the time. There's literally 9 reactions on my list. It's not specific. It's not like I've missed out one specific game. See what we got here: Richmond Hawthorn, Melbourne Adelaide, Dogs GWS, Essendon Sydney, West Coast North, Essendon West Coast, Geelong Port Adelaide, GWS Sydney, and Fremantle Brisbane. That's my full list of reactions. That's probably not getting done until I get home. That customer again, there was this drunk Carlton supporter next to you was talking so much, saying Ben Brown's washed. Look on his face with picnic to go. You can send me 23 boxes of tissues. You can do that reaction. I've reacted all for losing multiple times this season, so I don't know what you mean, mate. Anyone know what time the AFL Adobe games will be on? Because if it's like, morning, afternoon games, there's something to do during the day before if I do get a finals ticket, it will be something to do before I go. I also want to head back to Hawk's Nest so I can see if I can get something. That Legends Guernsey, I want to get that. Well, I need an extra 12. I don't know what you mean, mate. I've literally reacted to Hawthorn losing like 100 times on this channel. So, like... I don't know if anyone watched my, well, some people would have watched it. There was literally a video where I walked out the room. I think that was Hawthorn Sydney. Years ago. How was the feeling of going to my first match? Yeah, it was great. It's amazing. Only thing I wish it was more people because it was only 70k from the K Stadium. Hello, Luke. How you doing? I never react to Carlton losing. What are you talking? That is. Are you okay, mate? Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, I was just on a phone call. So hopefully we should draw in 2021 with about 12.8 to 40 seconds left. Ben Brown is washed up when this was the last game 3 years ago. Let me try and find this video. Hang on. Excuse me. Okay, so let me put screen record on. So then, like, yeah, there's this one where that was the one where West Coast won it after the siren. I remember that one. And then where's the one where I walked out? There's one where there's just a chair. This was when I used to react to the whole game. Oh, it was Brisbane Richmond. No, wait, I'm there. Sorry, that's me. That's my cap. There's one where I walked out, and that's the thumbnail. When I used to react to a whole game and then edit my reaction down to 20 minutes. Good times. Surely, I swear there was one where I was, there was one where I walked out the room, I swear down. There was a thumbnail where it's just the chair and I'm not there. What game this was? Geelong Melbourne, round 18. A few years ago. Where's the one where I walked out? There's one where I walked out, bro. Oh, what a first reaction this was. Hopefully winning a classic. Bro, it's not there. AJ Styles gloves. Represent. Bro, there was a game where I walked out and it's just the chair. It's a Hawthorn game, that's for sure. Round 23, 2021. I think it was Geelong v Collingwood. It was definitely a Hawthorn game, mate. Where on earth is round 23? Did I not react to round 23? I'll find it and I'll tell you. I'll find it. Let me get back to the screen. I'll find it. I'll bloody find it, man. Maybe I didn't put it on it. Oh, here it is. No, it was, sorry, wait, look at this. It was Sydney Hawthorn. It was this one, Sydney Hawthorn. Look, it's just a chair. There's the one where I walked out and I was just like, I'm not angry. It was a live reaction. It was. It's right here. This is the one I was talking about. That's the one where I walked out. I found it. Oh yeah, Essendon Hawthorn, round 21, round 1, 2021. St Kilda Hawthorn, final last 10 minutes. Geelong v... I reacted, damn, that's not a highlights reaction to be fair, but I reacted to a lot of Hawthorn losses. Oh, you know, look, here's that finals loss. That one really annoyed me, that one. Hawthorn West the Bulldogs final 10 minutes. That was when they did the double free kick. Absolute nonsense that was. I've seen quite a lot of losses, my friends. We won this one, I'm pretty sure. This is the first live reaction was just amazing. Yeah. This was more of a fun one. Yes. This is a game that we won. The underdogs. Anyway, sorry. Let me go back. What I like better, Premier League or AFL? Premier League, but yeah, AFL is a close second. And then I put F1 third. Remember banana kick Davidoff. You still need my address? I don't have a PO box, mate. People have asked for PO box, but like, there's not enough demand for it. Plus, it costs money. When I did the banana there, yeah, I went to Australia. I kicked a banana in Perth. First day in Perth, mate. It took me 1 day to kick a banana. Brilliant. Oh, well, it was a good video the last 10 minutes. Oh, thanks, Luke. I appreciate that if you could help. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Sport is completely subjective. Like, there's no fact behind which sport is better than which. It's all opinion. You say soccer is better, opinion. You say AFL is better, opinion. You say cricket is the best, opinion. Rugby, tennis. You can go on and on. Baseball, bloody basketball. Anyone can say any sport is the best in the world, but you know, there's no like correct answer, and there's no incorrect answer. Every single thing can be an opinion, not a fact. But that's the beauty of it, you know. If we were all the same, then it'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it? If we all like the same sports, if we all like the same movies, if we all like the same TV shows, life would be a bit boring. So, yeah, it's good to have different opinions. Saying cricket is the best or even good is factually wrong. Nah, it's opinion, mate. I don't like it, but there's plenty of people in Asia, Australia, England that love cricket, and that's fair enough for them. South Africa, New Zealand, whatever. Anyone that's big in cricket. Women's World Cup in Australia, 11 million viewers. Yeah, it did pretty well that World Cup. Cricket more than soccer. You start World War 3 times, sit back and see what happens. Again, it's just opinions. If you think cricket's better than soccer, then that's fine. There's nothing correct or incorrect. It's just it's all opinions. There is no factual opinion here, guys. That's it. You copy striking my channel. Nobody says anything good about cricket. What are you talking about? Cricket must be bad. Well, relax, mate. Should I made the semi? Yeah, I'm aware of that. I did watch some of that tournament, and I certainly followed it. You said that David would catch up a storm. Nah, I'm not gonna get annoyed at someone for saying that sport's better than soccer. It's just fair enough. That's your opinion. It's not wrong. It's just it's what you think. It's subjective. There's no fact. It's like you could say because my favorite fictional character is Batman. So you could say, oh, Dora the Explorer is better than Batman. And I'd be like, okay, that's your opinion. Fair enough. If you think Dora the Explorer is a better character than Batman, then that's up to you. Opinions are opinions. I'm not gonna go, oh my God, how could you attack my boy Batman? How dare you? No, I'm not gonna do that. So it's just there's no facts. It's just opinions, isn't it? You do not agree with that. It's soccer's way, but I just wanted to see what would happen. You wanted to see me throw a tantrum. You wanted to see me get this out. You wanted to see me get this out and put you on the list, did you? Well, that's not happening. Although you escaped it with the your nonsense. Drop my pen. Why not go 1 week later, do Barry first, go finals week 1? Would that have even worked? Just hypothetically, would that have worked? I'm not sure that would have. You haven't done Tim Goody kicks one last goal. There's still time, but his team aren't really helping him at the moment. Captain of the left put cricket fell on his list. Miles McGee's going to go crazy. I do love the AFL. Yeah, there's multiple sports I love. I love football / soccer. I love AFL. I love tennis. I love F1. Those are the main sports that I love. If snooker counts, I love snooker. I bloody love snooker. Because some people would say, oh, snooker's not a sport. Same with like darts and stuff. But I don't love darts. But it's been quite fun to watch sometimes. Premier League darts is where it's at. But I'm not a huge darts fan. Food contest more than David's videos. I've made food videos on my personal channel, mate. Hawthorn's the worst team in AFL history. St Kilda. Bro, it's just an opinion. You can't disagree. No, you can disagree with opinions. I'm not saying you can't debate opinions. I'm just saying, like, if someone says this is better than that, that's an opinion. Doesn't mean it's fact. Doesn't mean you can't debate it, but, like, I don't see the point of debating, oh, this sport's better than this sport. What's the point? Just enjoy what you enjoy, innit? Should watch A-League. Haven't seen A-League yet, to be fair. I don't know who I'd even support, to be fair. Sorry, people with jobs don't have 12 hours to watch a bunch of guys stand in the middle of an oval for no reason. You talk about professional food, speed eating. Right. Geelong more than Hawthorn. He's trying to get me triggered, this guy. Mr. Cat's true identity has been revealed as a Geelong fan. I've known this all along. You support Adelaide United. What about uploading anti-vaxxer propaganda? What? What are you talking about? I'm very confused. What? What propaganda? Are you good, sir? How many total points will be scored? I don't know. 150? Is that too much? Still need 28 points for that. Nothing is working. David has somehow kept his cool. ULEZ protests in London. No, that's just me showing what's going on. And also, like, ULEZ is a ultra low emission zone. So it's a regulation in London where your car's got to meet certain regulations, emissions, regarding emissions. It affects diesel cars more than petrol cars. But there's a lot of cars that you can drive in London that you get fined for in certain areas. Not all of London, but there's certain areas where you can't drive certain cars without getting fined. It's their attempt of cleaning up the environment. But I wasn't against that. I was just saying, like, they're protesting this. I think Labour actually lost votes because of it as well. But, like, I wasn't, like, agreeing or disagreeing with that. I was literally just showing the protest was happening. And a guy handed us a flyer as well. I wasn't, like, you know... and that's got nothing to do with anti-vax. The highest AFL score possible was 480, assuming you can go every minute. Well, I mean, has anyone ever done that? We've seen one team score like 200, but... You took a flyer. Yeah, I just took the flyer, though. I don't even know where the flyer is. I didn't even take it home. So even Mum took it home, or, like... Yeah. Where you can't go more than 15 minutes from your house. Oh, that stuff. Yeah, no, I think people just misinterpreted. I don't even know what it is, to be honest, but I think they were thinking of introducing a 15-minute city thing. I don't know what that actually is, to be honest. But I was literally just showing it. I was literally showing what's going on, what the flyer is. Morbius more than Shrek 2. He thinks he can get me. What do you mean? We all love Morbius, mate. It's the greatest movie of all time. What are you talking about? It's the best film ever made, Morbius. I don't know what you mean, mate. This game's going to end very early. There's only 10 minutes left in the fourth. Normally with the 7:50 game, which is 10:50 for me, pretty much every time I got to like leave straight for work, or I'll be late for work if I don't end the stream before the game ends. But I guess there's just not been enough stoppages in this game. It's a conspiracy theory. Yeah, that part is. That's why I'm saying they misinterpreted it. Because there's like 15-minute city policy proposed, but it's not like what people are saying it is. But like, again, I wasn't promoting, I wasn't like agreeing or disagreeing with it. I was just showing what was going on. That's all. If you report of a conspiracy theory of extremist content. How is it extremist content? I'm just showing what's going on, mate. What do you mean? I wasn't part of the protest. What do I think of Melbourne? Good team, mate. One of my favourite teams, actually. After the team I support, Hawthorn. Teams I like most are Brisbane, Fremantle, Adelaide, and Melbourne. Do I like hot chips? Yes. Can I show the game? Sure. Here you go. Here is the game. Hope you're enjoying the game. You know, it's very tough for me. I could get copyrighted for this, but this is the game that you requested. Here is the game. There you go. I'm not showing you the game for enough time. The city. Yeah, Melbourne's a good city. I like it. It's a nice place to explore, walk around. This guy hates the city. No, I wasn't ignoring the question. I was just replying to other messages. don't know how famous streamers, I don't know how they read all the comments, man. It's just I can't even handle 5 people. That's what she said. That's a bit inappropriate for this chat. Tell us your real thoughts. You hate it. What, Melbourne? No, I don't hate Melbourne. What are you talking about? Every place I went to in Australia, I enjoyed. On the first visit. Show the match, please. Why? Why should I show the match? It's actually than. I'm trying to read the comments. I'm trying to read what Mr. Cat's responding to. What do you mean it's actually that? Who's he replying to? Even Launceston. I quite like Launceston. I don't see a problem with that place. It looked nice. I went to Cataract Gorge, had a good time, and then I walked to the stadium. It was, it was a nice walk. It was cold though. That's the only thing. Maybe go to Southern Cross Station and wait for you. The best part is you know who I am. Don't know, but you don't know who I am. So you could be standing behind me. I wouldn't know. Yeah, true. So we can watch it. You think we are going to be licking the screen? No. I don't know why you'd be licking the screen, mate. I don't know what correlation that has. Maybe you just want to lick screens, and that's you. You do you, mate. You do you. You wouldn't call it a city, you'd say a town, but the stame's really good. To find Davidoff on the citizens tour groups. What is this? What is this nonsense? What are you talking about? What? You're telling me stuff like Great Ocean Road, Phillip Island. That's for old people. You're having a laugh, mate. Kind of rude, though. Okay, human, what's up, human? How's it going, human? You what, mate? Should probably put my phone on charge. Don't know why I haven't already. Went to the stadium one time. Yeah, when I went there, it wasn't 20k, but it was quite good. I was sitting where most of the fans were. If I can't get tickets to one of the finals, walk around Melbourne, you'll find a bunch of pubs or bars packed with fans, good atmosphere. Yeah, good point. Do you know any good ones? Been to Phillip Island a few times. You enjoyed it? Yeah, it's a fun place. Now we know why he's Mr. Cat, because he's like a cat. He owns humans, not serves humans like a dog. Mr. Cat is now typing in a language that I do not know. I want Google Translate, not Microsoft Translate. You what? I think Mr. Cat just called me monkey in Chinese. I don't know what to think about this. Look at this, guys. Here's the proof. Look what Mr. Cat just sent me. What on earth? What on earth is this? Phillip Island Bridge, it goes the wrong way. It should go to Stony Point, not the East Idiot Pitch Road. Adding hours of travel time. Maybe did that on purpose. 95 points. Like a cat spotting at keys on a keyboard. Got a score review, that's a clear goal, surely. Review should be complete already. That's we saw in the first second that's a goal. This is one of the shortest games of the season, mate. Feels like. 2:44 left on the clock. Maybe Mr. Cat is AI, it's possible. Phillip Island to the mainland 7 kilometers, from the main freeway following the road to the bridge 8 kilometers. Morons. It's nearly impossible to get final tickets. There are packages they release every year, so if you're early enough you can get one for that. I saw them going so early this year. That new Starfield game looks quite good. You're off to Adelaide soon, leaving at 12 AM. What, are you going for the game, or? Are you watching Port Adelaide? if you couldn't get a game, say for Friday night, go to the MCG anyway. Might find a scalper. If you can't, then go to Pont Road or Swan Street for the bars and pubs, get the atmosphere. Just pretend to support one of the teams playing. Mr. Cat just said, "I know where you live" in Chinese. Yeah, Mr. Home giving the season. No, that's pretty good. 33 seconds to go. Damn, usually there's like 20 minutes left in the game with the same start time. As you can tell, not many stoppages. Mr. Cat, you know what happens when you type in stupid rubbish all stream, huh? Mr. Cat? You know what happens, huh? You just made the list! How dare you? Mr. Cat, the dog's fan. The siren goes 100 times! Ridiculous. Well, Collingwood minor premieres, like I predicted, by the way. I'm just saying, I called it. I called it. I called it. You all laughed at me. Look who's laughing now. Ha ha ha. Collingwood are first. Like I said they would be. And I hate them, but still. What I predicted of them actually happened. There's a pretty good bar at Fair Square. You should go there. Just wait, Pied might interchange infringement. Get their score wiped, Essendon can still win. Can't believe I actually write on the list. No, I do actually write on the list. That's an actual thing, I actually do that. I don't know why it's such a surprising thing, but yeah. Those videos always actually, like, they take longer to record because I actually write it down. There's a lot of cuts, partly for that reason. How long is my eggplant? Okay, this has gotten a bit ridiculous. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Mr. Cat, sort of. Mask, Ethan. That was giving people a break for tipping too long to finish high, but giving people a list with tipping free high. Yeah, no, no comment, mate. Captain LF, Ethan, GB. Thanks for watching. Who else have I missed? Navdeep Singh. Luke. Who else has been here? I'm sure I've missed someone. Maybe I've already passed their name and I haven't remembered. Mark as well. I think there was someone else. I can't see the whole chat though. It won't let me scroll up the whole way. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I'm actually starting 15 minutes late today. Because I did that just in case I'd miss the end of this game, but it turns out I'm fine. But I'm still going to use it because I'm on holiday soon anyway, so there's not many days left to use it. But I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I shall see you tomorrow, hopefully for Geelong Western Bulldogs. Goodbye.